Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you almost late this morning for a album review. And this is for the final marathon studio album review I'm doing for Erra's discography, which is for Neon, that I just got done listening to, the 2018 album. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, I have been reviewing Erra for about a week now, and most of their albums are good. What did I think of this one? Well, it's decent. I wasn't feeling like the connection between JT and Jesse's vocals. JT was going at it really good, and I really liked that about his vocals in the verses. Jesse was sounding so lazily and draggish that it was dragging down the song and how it was performing with certain songs. I'm not saying every song that he did that was good. It's just he wasn't using his potential to really let it out. Let out some good high pitched singing, clean vocals or whatever. And I was a little disappointed with that. Not saying that I hate this album, I'm just saying that that's the only problem that I have with this album. And how the songs are performing, it just felt very draggish. But yeah, Breach was an alright song. Um, Not my favorite song, but it did alright. Monolith is another one that I was like, it's fine. Signal Fire was okay. Sorry if you heard that. I know it's my phone or whatever. It got done charging. Um, Valhalla is a very awesome song. I really like that one. Hyper Reality, I really enjoyed the drum work in the song and how the song was performing. It actually had a good flow to it, and I really liked that. There was only like three songs that I could say, okay, they're not very good, but they're very good, I guess you could say. Sorry if I'm getting my words mixed around. Three songs that I really loved. The others, well, they're not bad, just not my favorite ones. Unify, I liked that JT was really letting it out with his screams, but it still wasn't flowing right with him and Jesse trying to find a good mash together and try to connect with their vocal performance ranges and all that. It just sounded so bland. I was not feeling for this album that much. I was like, this album is not their best. And I was a tad disappointed because I really love Erra. They're a very awesome band, and their power riffs are great, and all that with their guitar work. Uh, with Jesse's guitar work, it's so great. Even in the new album, I think the new album impressed me more than this one. And Ghost of Nothing was another song that I could say is not so bad, but isn't their best. Disarray. JT's vocals in it was fine. This was the only one I was feeling a little let down by. But mostly it's Jesse that's not really bringing a lot to the table with his vocal ranges. And he's just, it seems like he's kind of having that feeling like, oh, well, these songs are basic kind of thing. That's just how I see it. You don't have to agree with me on it. It's just how I view what uh this album is making me feel and all that. And this album really made me feel a little let down. But Unify was another outstanding song. It just Jesse's sounding lazy in the chorus and all that and not really feeling for it. And I'm like, I don't think he's really liking this album. and the flow of it. It's just the songwriting's great. Songwriting really brought it to the table. The JT's screams in it really did very well in this album. It's just Jesse just didn't uh rip it with his really high pitched vocals like he did in the new album, which the self-titled album is one of my favorites. Uh, but overall, I think but Ultimata, I meant to say. I said Ultimata, I meant to say. That was a very awesome song. It closed out the album very well, so I'll give that one props. And Jesse's vocals were solid in that one. I'm like, okay, I'm really liking this one. So overall, like I said before, I think Erra's Neon album was decent. Not my favorite, but maybe if I go back and listen to it a little more, I can probably appreciate some of the songs, but I wasn't really feeling for this album that much. It was one of their weakest. Uh, and that's a shame because they got the potential to really do something with their vocals. It's just Jesse was holding back a bit, and I was a little let down. But in the new album, he really shined in that album. I really enjoyed it. I was enjoying the flow and the connection between JT and Jesse's vocals in that whole self-titled album. It was much better than this one. But that's just my opinion. But comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. And for rating, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. For this album. I'm sorry if I went to the outro too soon. Like I said, for a score for this album, I'm giving Erra's Neon album a 7 out of 10. Sorry if I'm messing up in this review. I'm just trying to listen for the Long Guy or whatever. Because I'm supposed to be getting the yard cut or whatever at my house or whatever, and eventually or whatever. But yeah, I gotta get busy with doing other things, so I don't know if I'll return to you for another video anytime soon, but if I do return to you for another video, it'll probably be tonight. But comment below, like I said, let me know what you guys thought of the the last Marathon Studio album review I did for Erra's Neon album, if you've heard this album. And if you did like this album review I made for you guys this late morning, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for another video. It's probably going to be like either in a little while or probably tonight. Most likely tonight at the least. It's probably going to be for the Tuesday album reviews trailer 2 for season 3 that I'm going to be doing next Tuesday. And I may have some news. I found out that my Twitch stream that I did on my Gaming Nerd 2516 channel is going to expire. The first part for Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's going to expire probably tomorrow night. And I'm like, son of a bitch. This is why I love Twitch. I just hate their things where they just immediately get rid of it after 2 weeks. And they don't keep it on their platform very long. So they just get rid of the streams quickly. I don't know why that is, but it kind of sucks. So I may not do Twitch streams probably anymore. I can finish the Resident Evil 2 remake gameplay, but after that, I don't know. I'm just unsure if I want to do Resident Evil 2 or any more game streams, because I like enjoying my games in my free time mostly. That's how I am. But I was trying to impress some people, and yeah, it's gonna have to be what it's gonna have to be. I might have to stop the game streams. But I'm gonna finish the Resident Evil 2 remake gameplay stream on my channel for the Gaming Nerd 2516 channel. But I hope you enjoyed this album review. Sorry that I dragged this video out pretty long. It's probably one of my longest videos I've done on this laptop. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed Erra's Neon album review I did this late morning. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.